The Whole Person Project seeks to expand access to quality mental health services for adult Texans with intellectual and developmental disabilities.
I'm Brandy Rios. I live in Converse, Texas with my dad and my sister. I was one of 3 triplets, and one did not make it, but I still have my sister that I'm very close to. I do have cerebral palsy. It affects the brain, the muscles, and part of the muscles that should contract as, an able-bodied person would do. They kind of like tense up, and it's hard for me to walk. Actually, with my disability, I've had roughly 10 surgeries growing up, so I was in and out of the hospital a lot. This impacted my mental health. It kind of spiraled with my brother's death, and then recently I had my best friend pass away, and I went into a really deep depression where I locked myself in my room, didn't want to talk to anybody, didn't want to eat, didn't want to get up and do anything. And for 3 months, I was kind of that way. My friends, of course, they encouraged me, hey, we know what you're going through, we understand, but you need to move on, and it's hard. A while back, I was suicidal. For coping mechanisms, I do self-harm. That's the way I cope. That's the way I feel better. When I don't self-harm, I kind of sometimes I talk myself out of it. I listen to music, I watch TV, and I just fall asleep. I feel like I don't fit in the world. I feel like that all the time. So when I'm at work, when I'm at salsa, I kind of feel like I'm at home. That's my home away from home, because it's not always happy. One of my goals is actually to live out on my own, either with a roommate or by myself. I think I'd be much happier with my mental health. So I sought help from the government, from Medicaid waiver services, and I'm in the thousands like many of my friends. I've been on the 2 waiting lists since 2010. My hope is to actually have the services I need before I actually die, because most of us assume when our time comes up for the waiting list is we're going to be 80 years old and we're not going to need those services anymore because we're on the way out. We get more people moved up on the waiting list, it'd be a better quality of life for everybody. I want to actually feel what it's like to actually support myself, know how to budget my money. These services are a must need that I have to have in my life to support me in order to live the life I want to live.